It always starts the exact same way. You finish a project, you send over the draft, and you're feeling pretty good about it. Then an email pops up saying, hey, this looks amazing, just one quick change. Can we swap out the music, tweak this font, and maybe add a completely new section at the end? It should only take you 5 minutes. You want to be helpful, so you say yes. Then 5 minutes turns into 2 hours. Then they ask for another quick change. Before you know it, you've done double the work you agreed to for the exact same price. Congratulations, you've just been standard issued a case of scope creep. In this episode, we're going to talk about why this happens, why it is entirely your fault, and the simple, practical framework you can use today to protect your time without losing your client's trust. If you are tired of working for free under the guise of good customer service, let's fix it right now. Let's be completely honest with each other. Clients don't creep scope because they are evil or malicious. They do it because you didn't tell them where the boundaries were. If you go to a restaurant and order a burger and the waiter asks if you want fries with that, you know the fries cost extra. Why? Because the menu explicitly outlines what comes with the burger and what doesn't. Most freelancer contracts or proposals don't have a menu. They say things like, I will edit your podcast episodes. Okay, but what does edit mean? Does it include audio cleanup? Does it include cutting out filler words? Does it include adding show notes, social media clips, or fixing a bad mic sound from a guest? When you leave room for interpretation, the client will always interpret it in their favor. Scope creep is born in the clarity gap. If you don't define exactly what is inside the box, the client assumes everything in the world is inside the box. The secret to stopping scope creep happens before you ever open Premiere, Figma, or Photoshop. It happens in your initial agreement. From now on, every proposal you send needs to feature 2 specific sections: what is included and what is explicitly not included. Don't just write 3 social media graphics. Write something like included 3 static JPEG graphics based on the style guide provided, with up to 2 rounds of minor text color revisions, and not included custom illustrations, source file delivery, animations, or copy changes after approval. By listing what isn't included, you set a psychological boundary. The client looks at that and instantly understands that if they ask for an animation later, it's outside the playground. You aren't being rude, you're being professional. You are laying out the rules of the road before the car even leaves the driveway. But what happens when you're mid-project and they ask for something extra anyway? Most freelancers freeze up, they get awkward, they worry the client will get angry, so they just do it for free. Never do this. The moment you do extra work for free, you teach the client that your time has no value. When a client asks for a change that is outside your original agreement, you do not say, no, that's not what we agreed to, as that sounds defensive. Instead, you say, yes, I can absolutely do that for you. That falls slightly outside our original scope of work, so I can put together a quick addendum for the extra asset. It will add this much to the final invoice and take an extra 24 hours. Would you like me to send that over so we can get started? Look at what this script does. It keeps you on their team. You said yes, but you cleanly attached a price tag and a timeline extension to that yes. 9 times out of 10, one of 2 things will happen. Either they will say, oh, no worries, it's not that important, let's stick to the original plan, or they will gladly pay you the extra money because they genuinely need it done. Either way, you win. You either protect your time or you increase your project revenue. Your takeaway for today is simple. Go look at your current project agreements, emails, or templates. Find the clarity gap. Make sure your next client knows exactly how many rounds of revisions they get, exactly what a revision actually means, and what happens when they cross that line. At AgoraLeads, we push for clear, upfront project parameters because clear expectations protect both sides. Stop working for free, value your hours, define your box, and stick to the script. I'm Remy. Let's get to work.